Davies, and welcome to the 42 Show, where we ask the important questions, such as head cheese. Who in their right mind thought it was a good idea to take the scavenged head of an animal, boil it, skim off the crap on the top, and put it in a package for us to buy? I hate you. That's an awful thing. Why did you do that to us? But before I get all ranty and ravey, let's get out of the way and spin the wheel of doom.
Doom, 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 doom.
Davis,
Hey!
We're doomed.
Scroll. Now, this is the only story that we should be starting with. The World Gravy Wrestling Championships results have been revealed after hundreds of litres used in the pool. I think they sort of half-assed the rest of that headline, to be honest. There's much more interesting things to say. Judges awarded points for fancy dress, comedy effect, and entertainment, with the winners of each bout progressing to the next round. Overseen by the watchful eye of a referee, the 24 participants were subjected to hundreds of litres of gravy poured into the pool throughout the day. As they fought.
It's all wrong.
How do they even do? I think it's just
See,
everyone to the death kind of one person's left.
This image right here could be enticing to the right person, but they're in gravy. It's revolting. It's why is it gravy?
Yeah, and what kind of gravy? Is it beef gravy, lamb gravy, chicken gravy? I mean, this is important.
Yeah,
judging by that guy on the judging by that guy on the left, it's pig gravy. Absolutely. He looks like he's only 2 steps off the evolutionary ladder from a porker, right? Look at him. Like, who wants covered in gravy? Where did you find this?
Cannibals love this. What are you talking about? This is his food preparation.
Yes, actually, you'll be pleased to know the winners have been awarded 50 quid in prize money and seen their names engraved on their respective trophies. Scooping the accolade in the men's division was, quote, Rain Gravy, whilst backup Bavarian scoops the women's gong in front of hundreds of spectators. Just to put that into context, this show is less popular than the World Gravy Wrestling Championships.
But look at the poor ref there. Look at his face. How has my life come to this?
I don't know. Is he the ref or just a Newcastle
He's
United
holding
fan?
the hand of a man in a Speedo with a Mexican luchador mask on, covered in gravy.
Did he have to do training to be a qualified ref?
And does the winner have to lick all the other contestants?
Oh dear. After the Worlds, do they have to go down to like the European Championship and then you go back to your club and there's a season? Is it a winter sport? Would you go indoor?
Look at the younger girl there under the O in 42 Show. Look at the look on her face. She's like, what the hell? Now,
wonderful.
I give you $50 if at the end of all the matches you go over and eat a thing of fries, chips, and use that gravy.
Poutine.
Go off on that. Oh yeah. How much urine is in that gravy by the end of it?
I should say there was a quote from the organisers as well. An extra special thank you to our wrestlers. Some of you come back year after year, and some of you came today not having a fucking clue what it would be like. Okay, it did actually swear. Sorry. Not having a clue what it would be like, and probably some of them still have no idea because they can't see. So
that's
No, the thing is, I mean, who did sponsor the show? The whole thing was it Bisto? Was it Oxo?
Actually, it was probably this UK school who just appointed an AI bot as the new head teacher at a salary of £32,000 a year.
I know, I can't believe that. He's got a salary. How do you do that?
Wow.
Yeah, who's cashing those checks? Because I want to have you come with me on a vacation.
Is this like 100% tax? How do you?
Yeah.
I know.
Is Margaret Thatcher in power again? Maybe this is John DeLorean's company.
That's interesting. I know Bill Gates at one point was saying we should definitely give them a salary.
Yeah,
give AI salary.
This is a top private school. So, yeah, it's not anything to do with profit in private school. No. This is all about education.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess, do they get to write off profits as like an expense? Is this just a way of like saying, oh, well, I'm a billionaire, but I just spent 40 million on a helicopter. No profit for this year.
Yeah, I was not a uniform wearing private school boy. No idea.
I bet it's the guy who runs the IT at that school came up with the idea, and he's just bagging an extra 32,000 a year out just using Chat GPT.
Yeah. The code has come alive and negotiated its own salary. Meanwhile, guys on the couch at home, this is great.
and in the meantime, they've gone on strike.
Yeah. Oh, especially if this school is in the Midlands, it'll be like the British auto industry all over again. They'll just always be on strike for more money. Imagine how much it's going to cost us to run an AI to run a school in the future. God, I can't believe that's a thing. Wow. Let's see here. Where's Dunk taking us?
Wow.
Oh, scary places.
Spooky stuff. Yeah. A clown who's reported been stalking the streets of a Scottish village has issued a message to the media and dared the police to catch them. The police, the person wearing a Pennywise-style outfit has allegedly been leaving red balloons around Skellamore in North Ayrshire. That sounds like a little kid's little. Not a real town at all. Skillamore. Pictures and videos of the clown posing around darkened streets have also reportedly been uploaded, then deleted from social media. A Facebook account for the Skellamore clown has been set up with the name Cold Damus. In a rhyming video message to the media, they said, well, I've been in the news again. Should I smile for the cameras with my hideous grin? The Facebook profile says the character studied at clown school and lives in Skellamore. Clown school? What? The police in Scotland was said to be aware of the clown's post and not yet received any reports. The clown, who seemingly first appeared in the village in 2021, said, "Do you think that I care? That catch me first anyway, and that's what I dare. Ha 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 ha. They call me Killer Clown. Why don't you leave the jokes to me? The only thing is dying is your credibility." Calling out to the journalists who have covered the story, the clown added, "This clown doesn't want fame, glory, or gold. He just wants to play in this so-called sleepy town."
What the hell? Holy shit, man. I'm really confused.
What's weird?
Okay, we haven't done this in a long time, but I'm gifting the award to this guy right now.
Hey, he doesn't want fame or gold or glory. He told you that, Dick. He doesn't want awards.
Yeah, well, he just got one. Jesus.
He wants locking up. Crazy git.
Very
Back to
interesting.
Dave.
Yeah, where's Dave taking us now?
Oh, where am I taking? This wonderful contraption. Now, I always wondered this with video gaming as to how accessible it is using sort of one of these sorts of controllers. If you're, say, for example, one-handed, right? So Sony discussed this 5-year journey to launch PlayStation Access controller, which is basically a disability controller that can be adjusted and edited for. There it is. Yeah, there. Oh, I need to get
for
rid of
the
all
love
those
of
pop-ups.
God! Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah.
There we go. There we go. So it's this adjustable, interchangeable controller that is designed for disabled people, and it takes a little bit of practice, and you can adjust it to your own personal whatever it may be, just in the same way you can take one of these controllers for Xbox, for example, and you can customize each of the buttons. You don't have to use it for a specific thing, you can just change it to whatever's easier depending on your disability, which is really cool. And it's gone to a lot of effort to try and design this. And so I just wanted to throw this one out there, because we've always getting down in the dumps about everything that's really negative, and this is actually pretty cool. You can see how it adjusts, it pulls out, you can adjust the height of it, the analog stick and the joystick and whatever, and it's just if really,
anybody
really
out there knows what I'm talking about, what they've done is taken about 4 or 5 of Ben Heck's ideas from the last 7 years and integrated them into a more cohesive industrial design and stuff. But yeah, it looks really good.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it's going to cost or when it's going to be released. It's going to be some point in the future and for money.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it'll be $6,000 or conveniently available on subscription. I mean,
available on benefits.
Yeah. Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Did you see that? It looked like there was a sex toy there. See? On the left? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little visagal tickle.
That was Dunk's contribution to the design there. He's been very busy while he's been out of work.
Yeah.
For,
but I've been dreaming.
Imagination. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we're really getting Halloweeny now. Dunk, what's your next one?
Oh, sorry. I thought we'd be going over to you. Okay, so we're going to go to a witch. Yeah, witches. A witch has revealed how she cast a spell on her best friend's ex to stop him getting erections. Alexa Thompson, 33, based in Aberdeen, has been practicing witchcraft her whole life.
Wow.
Get a proper job, woman. Having grown up in a pagan household, along with casting money-saving spells that allegedly helped her save £5,000 in 6 weeks to aid with her house moves. The witch is claimed to be dabbling with a lad when his manhood. Oh, I bet she is. The witch and bakery owner. Why don't you just conjure up some cakes for us? Started to cast protection spells in the name of revenge after a friend's ex-boyfriend decided to spend his time with his new partner rather than his kids, apparently. So Alexa thought to give him a hard, more like a floppy time. She commanded, until he becomes a better dad, he won't be able to get it up, along with making a small doll out of grass and pins through the crotch, head and heart. As Alex performed the spell, she set the figure alight and left the blackened doll on his doorstep. That will tell him. Apparently, the spell did wonders. The ex-boyfriend now spends less time getting jiggy with his new partner and has improved his behaviour toward his ex and kids. There's evidence witchcraft works. Ever since 2018, ever since 2018, Alexa's been posting her witchy way of life and spells on social media, and she's racked up plenty of Instagram followers who are just gullible as everybody else.
Yeah.
Under a name, I'm not going to give the name away. We're not publicizing this woman, and she believes her most popular content is of money-saving spell. What are money-saving spells? That's tips.
Yeah. You will put your checkbook away.
You will put all your loose change into a large whiskey bottle.
Only get 6 beers tonight.
Stop spending it on hookers and cocaine.
Oh, man.
Brilliant.
I love the little doll. Look at that. It's so funny.
Oh.
Yeah. Does anybody else hear the cookie from Shrek? Help me.
Yeah. What's the red little sex toy next to it though? I mean, is that supposed to be a representation of his penis? That's supposed to be all flaccid now.
Yeah, that's not a sack that you'd be bragging of.
Dear. Poor guy.
So I got a 2-parter here. That's why I skipped around there. I wanted to make sure. So Microsoft, wow, that was weird, has completed their big $69 billion acquisition of Blizzard, which If you're into gaming and all, kind of consolidates too much in one person's corner. This can't be a good thing. And funny enough, because this has been like investigated and looked into ad nauseum almost, but the U.S. antitrust officer says they're pressing on against this. Even though this has made it through the courts, they're not satisfied at all. And they shouldn't be. Microsoft is buying up all the game houses, but they also make a game console. So then you have exclusives and blah, blah. And that does not, that takes competition. It's stupid. The other industries like food, we have all these brands, right? But they're mostly owned by like just a few. And it's just a false sense of competition and whatnot when it's not even true. And this would just make it really bad for gamers. I don't think I think it's a bad idea.
Like craft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, this sort of thing happens all the time in business, isn't it? People buy up businesses to, incorporate their tech into their business.
Yeah.
But when one person is owning everything, then
it never works.
That's right. It doesn't really work too well. No.
Yeah. Although, if I could throw something out there, I would probably make an argument that says indie games have never been easier to make. Like the tools are in people's hands, like Unreal Engine. Even I messed around on Unreal Engine. Even an idiot like me could probably make a game eventually.
Yeah, but you've got to somehow get it to rise the ranks of the app stores, and that is no easy thing. That's the problem. But if you look at this further, just like a few people have said in the live chat there, this is already a company that's full of mergers. Activision already owns Blizzard. It's Blizzard, Activision, and blah, blah. So Microsoft is getting a whole shit schwack of studio thing and whatnot with this. I just, and Sony does it too, right? Eventually it's just going to be Nintendo versus, Sony will have 8 studios all under them. Microsoft will have 7, 8, or 9, and it doesn't do anybody any good. That means more loot boxes, more subscription, less ownership. It's terrible. But,
and then they'll be bought by Disney.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong there. So let's see, where's Dave taking us now?
Oh, yes, staying all Halloween-y. You can tell it's this time of year. Absolute monster of a pumpkin sets new world record. Minnesota horticulture teacher Travis Ginger. It's not Ginger. It's not
Ginger.
Ginger. Gage.
We did have a look at. Yeah, we had a look at this. Yeah.
Oh, did you? I didn't see.
Yeah.
Giant jack-o'-lantern gourd could produce at least 687 pies, apparently, and weighs 2,749 pounds. It's a lot.
Hey, look. See that, though? There's more that, look, they're truckload. Look at these. That's serious pumpkin action, man.
And how do you do that without steroids? Or,
I wonder if
planty equivalent.
I wonder if there's any rules. Do they test and make sure that you're not doping your pumpkin?
Thing is, one of them got disqualified because the guy didn't realize it was bring your gonads to a work day. Just turned up with a wheelbarrow.
Epic. I mean, it is for the heaviest one. So you have to try and make sure that there is no way that they have injected it with something that might end up somehow being heavy. There you got to be. Are you X-raying the fruit?
My pumpkin is not made out of bricks, sir.
There was that story, last year where the guys were caught cheating at a fishing competition because they were stuffing the fish full of lead when they were getting them weighed.
Yeah.
Maybe there should be a rule that you have to actually consume it afterwards, just to prove that it's real.
This is one I wanted to bring up for sure. We'll get the order back here to proper. but hackers have stolen 1 million people's DNA. So all those people that were like, oh, cool, I can submit my DNA and get my family history and stuff. Imagine the horror crap that could be done with this based on, modern forensics and so on and whatnot.
This was bound to happen.
Yeah.
Wasn't it,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they got Musk, Zuckerberg, although it has not been verified. But to have the code of somebody's DNA could be a way of getting around like upcoming biometric security type stuff, and who knows, right? But 23andMe, they don't have the actual. I wonder if they have the samples. Like, I wonder if you could actually do a burglary and make off with it. But this is a new level of hacking, like into a whole new area, as far as I know. And I can't, off the top of my head, think of a lot of ways to just tell you right now that this is bad, except it's going to be. There's just no way around that, right? So, when it comes to things like your family heritage and so on and so forth, when you go to a site like that and they ask you for quite a bit of personal information and stuff, maybe not your DNA like some of these people do, but just think twice about it, because there's no way for them to 100% for sure protect your information. Every one of these companies get hacked. Just think about it.
That's so scary.
Yeah.
Well. You think about all these different adverts we get anyway in the UK for Newman, and they have your blood and various different things as well. And you just think that if that gets out there, scary.
Yep.
Let's.
I'm not
you
saying
can't do anything once it's out there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying go completely crazy and spill your seed alone only, but you know what I mean.
well, the thing is, you never hear of a robbery of a sperm bank, do you?
Oh, well, I mean, that would make a horrible mess if you tripped on the way out. So you got to really think about these things, right?
It brings a new meaning to blowing the safe.
Yeah. Sir, why are you covered in milkshake at the steps of the sperm bank?
Dunk covers his tracks well, though, doesn't it? So,
I spit.
Yeah, knows to wear the right gloves. He actually doesn't even wear gloves. He just wears a condom on each finger.
And my head.
Yeah. So where are you going there, Doug?
Obscurity.
Well, funny enough, I'm going to talk about Mr. Trump, the Trump dump. Yeah, Donald Trump's lawyer says he wants to give evidence in the British courts as he sues over the Steele dossier that alleged he bribed officials and took part in 6 parties in Russia. The former president's lawyers told the High Court he is seeking vindication for the false allegations from 2017. They claim the document breaches UK data protection laws. Funny, we're just talking about that.
Yeah.
Mr. Steele's company, Orbis Business Intelligence, says he did not make the document public. But this whole thing comes from 2016, when a US political consultancy asked Mr. Steele's company to produce a report into potential Russian interference. So basically, it was an intelligence document. The guy wrote an intelligence document. It got leaked somehow. Who was it? BuzzFeed managed to get a copy of it and published it. Sorry, Dick, go.
Well, there's a little bit. If you check on the dark web, what he's really afraid of is there is testimony to the fact that he had to be issued a strap-on in order to participate, and that's what he's trying to keep quiet.
Well, that's the thing. It does say that at one point, he doesn't want this. Well, actually, he's not contesting the contents. What he's actually contesting is the fact that it broke the sorry, what did I say it was? UK data protection laws. He's not contesting the contents of it, which is even funnier. I mean, but he does say things like, I did not take part in any perverted sexual behavior. Actually, perverted sexual behavior, it may be perverted to him, but to everybody else, it's just sex.
Yeah, it's just a good wank. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so he's that's the funny thing. This is what I find funny about it. He's not contesting the contents, although he does whine about it a lot. But yeah. What a load of bullshit.
All right. So where's Dave going?
Hopefully you haven't done this story, because this is amazing. Florida police pull over 2 kids driving mum's car on the freeway 200 miles from home. The children told deputies the girl had been upset that their mother had taken away her electronic devices for misbehaving. So the boy was driving her to California.
They were 10 and 11. Holy God.
A 10-year-old Florida boy and his 11-year-old sister, who were running away to California, drove 200 miles in their mother's car before they were stopped by sheriff's deputies on an interstate highway. The Alachua County, probably wrong.
Hands up.
Sheriff's office. It says deputies spotted the sedan on Interstate 75 near Gainesville in North Florida just before 4 a.m. The children's mother had reported it stolen and her children missing 4 hours earlier in Northport. The deputies, thinking that they were dealing with car thieves, this is so American, drew their guns and ordered those inside the car to step out. Quote, much to their surprise, deputies observed a 10-year-old male driver exit the vehicle.
You know what, though? You got to give them props. They got 4 hours, 200 miles away before anybody even seemed to notice the driving. Like, the kid must have done pretty good. You know?
Yeah. I'm sure they can. Yeah, they probably would if they have. Maybe they might have some private land. And
what? Let me go
They've
back.
been playing Grand Theft Auto all these years.
It's not a Tesla, but I wonder if it has like enough self-driving, that they basically just Star Trek their way into computer. Take us to Florida,
Or did a short round and put blocks on his feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, if he can reach the pedal and he can reach over it, and it's an automatic, it's in America. So yeah. One leg, one hand. That should actually be pretty easy. Just make sure it's.
And if it's an electric car with regen braking, he lets off, it starts slowing down instead of just coasting and whatnot. Yeah, for sure. I want to get
just going to say, one leg, one hand. That sounds like my minimum requirements of sex.
I thought you were going to say for female companionship, but yeah,
that would do.
Yeah. Quick update here. A couple things from Ukraine of note before we wrap ourselves up here. But what do they call them again? Attackums. Yeah. The Attackums have showed up in Ukraine. They kicked ass with them and they went totally nuts and seemed to work great. Zelensky himself said the missiles have proved themselves. He wanted to express real gratitude to the Americans for supplying them out. And they're totally playing really well at airfields, it turns out. So they destroyed 9 helicopters, an air defense system, an ammunition warehouse. The attacks also hit the airfield's runways and special equipment stored at the premises. They turned out to be a great thing, kicked in right away and did really well. So congrats. I hope it keeps up, and I hope you got a lot of them so you can keep using them. The U.S. is also supporting Ukraine with nearly $700 million in funds coming up to improve and modernize the country's logistics and transport infrastructure, and another $522 million to purchase energy equipment and to protect the country's electrical infrastructure. European Parliament also voted to endorse a proposal for financing Ukraine's recovery, reconstruction, and modernization worth about 50 billion euros. That's how it's done. Whoa, yeah. And
that's a hell of a super chat.
Yeah, right? Holy man. That's 50B with a billion. I had to go back and double check that I was saying the right damn thing, Ukraine, the more they get the good weapons, the better they do with them. So like we always say, bug your politicians and make sure. Send it, spend it is the thing they hear constantly. We got about 30 seconds here. Dunk, you want to throw anything in last minute?
God, 30 seconds is not long enough. Oh, come on. Okay, the police are on the hunt for thieves after 35 portable toilets were stolen from a racetrack. The cubicles, some of which were still full, were taken from a field at Ludlow Autograss Club in Pencombe, Hertfordshire on Sunday. It's thought the thieves cut a padlock the night after a motor racing event and loaded a before transit van and trailer with the illicit toilets. The loos are owned by Three Counties Toilet Hire, run by a 53-year-old Neil Griffiths, who says the theft could destroy his family business or just basically throw it down the shitter. He wants the portable toilets to be too hot to handle. Inquiries are ongoing, so if you see these toilets anywhere, they're marked. Don't take a shit in it.
Or if you happen to see a guy that looks like he's completely and overrun and dying from multiple bacterial infections, you might have the culprit.
You know what? We see these on the side of the road of the motorway for workmen. We drive past them. I call it the Turdis. Well, we got so many more new other stories, so you're going to have to come back for next time.
That's right, fellow babies. Shout outs in the credits. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, everybody, a huge shout out to everybody in the background that helps us and whatnot. CF Beauty for running most of the stuff, running the mod team and the research team as well, who kind of overlap and stuff. So big shout out there to BME, Shayna Caldwell, Liam Wakefield, PJC Net, sorry buddy, and Renee and me for all helping out. Thanks everybody.
Yeah, to all those people out there to help support the channel with your generosity, whether it's through super chats or becoming channel members or anything like that, or even direct donations. We love that support, because if you don't notice, we don't have any kind of, people who are, supporting this channel, from the big companies. So we just need to rely on you to keep it going. So just keep it up. We'd love to have you here. Hit the like, share the video, and leave a comment, because those things really help the channel, especially the share.
To continue the sex references, you can flick that notification bell end and you'll become a member if you wish. You can go and check out our merch store as well, and then you can go to our Discord. Submit news stories. It's completely free. Take care, everybody.
See you next time.
Good night, fellow.